Hello. I didn't even know how to end that some coming soon thing, so I ended it, the live stream, for no reason. Ended it, the live stream, for no reason. Ended it, the live stream, for no reason. No reason. No reason. No reason. No, this is like the amount how much views I got on my most viewed video. 39,000. That is insane. That's probably bigger than the state of... This is probably bigger than my state. That's probably more people from my state, dude. Like... No, this is like the amount how much views I got on my most viewed video. 39,000. That is insane. 36,000 views. That in the state of... This is probably bigger than my state. It's probably even bigger than my population around my state, though. There's probably millions of people in this country, so I would not say it's bigger than this country. This is my third most viewed video. It has 6,000 views. Which is messed up because
Prisma 3D making 20th Century Fox. Lag.
I would not say it's big. And then just out of nowhere, this is my third most viewed video. It has 6,000 views. Prism. Hey guys, we're making. And this video has 74 people like this. Destroy. And this is not my most commented video. I actually have it in my views. My friends were in objects, so right here. It's really my most. I tried to get video. It literally has 35 comments though. That's my most commented video ever. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 subscribers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 subscribers. So 1, 2. Oh yeah, this video is about making an episode right now. I ended the clip. It's really crazy how I did that on the clip.
Three signs that you're destroying your phone. First, deleting photos manually. Second, deleting all the apps on your phone. Third, delete spam emails one by one. Use AI Cleaner instead. It can easily clean your storage. Find all duplicate photos and delete them with a single click. You save your time storage and speed up your phone. Download AI Cleaner for free now and never run out of storage.
Never run out of storage. If you say so. Because you do want to know how much storage I have. I really multiple gigabyte storage, dude. You have to see this. You see, I have so much storage. Oh, I have to clean up my storage. But it's actually getting kind. But I need to. Facebook Clip was my most used app, though. My least used app was StreamTamp. Okay. It's kind of true because, yeah. My birthday's in like 10 days or something. My birthday is after my school. After the first day of school. So, in the second day of school, I think I'm going to be the first one that has a birthday in school. Because we're going in the 25th. Not in the 24th or 23rd. I'm not wrong. We're going in the 25th. That's probably in like 9 days, but okay. Less than 9 days, I think. At least I know how to do that. I'm deleting all these frames. I meant these layers. I don't need them anyways. Let's go back on layer 1. Yep, this is true. I'm making the entire episode out of scratch. And you're gonna see me make it. That's probably gonna take forever. Look, Rise as a YouTube channel didn't want if my viewers were an object, so my version. So I canceled the entire show. Because I tried to change the name, do everything. But it just did not work. So I just canceled the show for a reason. So now if my virtual object so it's cancelled. Goodbye. Wait, that means I could just delete all the profile pictures. Yep. Okay, I'm deleting all the profile pictures after this. Oh my god, dude, this is way too... Bro. So, they're saying I brought all of this back. No way, I did not do this. I did not do this, bro. I deleted all this, bro. Yep, all goodbye, everyone. They recovered all my photos I deleted. Dude, my Photos app, screw this. Because I deleted all these. I'm not deleting this one. Come on, this is lame. Seriously, didn't have to do that, though. I'm not deleting it. I'm deleting every profile picture I don't need. Even the... Well, I don't need if my views are not so anymore. So I'm deleting all of it. One hundred videos I didn't even want. Also, I'm deleting this too, since I don't need it either. And also these 2 YouTube help signs. And this Hershey's bar sign. Because I already have it in my files in my asset pack. I'm going to delete all these because I don't need them at all. I'm making this. I already have that, don't I? Don't hope this takes too long. And I'm deleting photos I super really need. Okay, now I'm recovering these 2 photos. And now I bet I have so much storage. My life is ruined. That only gave away like 2 gigabytes, but okay. At least I though. And it's not saying you do not have any storage. Sorry, my life is ruined. You can open an app. That only gave away like 2 gigabytes, but okay. At least I though. And it's not saying you do not have any storage. Sorry. The problem is you can't animate. That only gave away like 2 gigabytes, but okay. At least I and saying you do not have storage. The problem is you can't
Yes, I then see tripped on the ground.
This was fake laughing.
Don't you
though.
want a battle to win a prize? Yes, please. Okay, anyone got any soul name?
I don't know.
Oh, we could do object cool.
Bet.
Yes, correct. So yeah, we're doing object cool. Now make 2 teams of 5.
2 teams of 5.
Our names will be Boss Fest. Ours will be
Why are they
Boys and
floating in
Girls.
the air?
This is not original, but
Yeah, I think after the episode, I think when I was finishing the episode, I added the background. So yeah, that's why everyone's floating in the air. Almost everyone was floating in the air. That's why. Because I added the background. Why are they floating in the air?
This is not original, but
Yeah, I think after the episode, I think when I was finishing the episode, I added the background. So yeah, that's why everyone's floating in the air.
Oh, I don't think
Almost
you're a
everyone
girl.
was still in the air. That's
What?
why. Because I had the back.
You could voice that Bali then. Voice act Bali. Because I'm gonna voice act him. Oh, you could voice act Percy. Yeah. Voice act Percy. Percy. I mean, that's his name. Percy. 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 It's a he. I don't. I have Discord. I have Discord. But I can't voice act in there. Can I voice act anything? Yes. I don't think you can voice act the girl, because that's pretty hard for me. And it might be hard for every single boy in the entire world. Except for Carrie and Michael. Maybe. Okay. Why are they... I don't think you can voice act. Yes. But how do you voice act? But how do you voice act? Bet. Voice act. Wait, what did I say? Oh, cook. I just say it. Can you guys sound? I don't. Clip plus. Oh, the stupid autocorrect. You. I don't have clip plus. That freaking. Oh! Freak this autocorrect. Autocorrect. Flip a. I'm just gonna use it with my voice if he keeps doing that. I don't have the flip a plus. And why, bro? YouTube. I just want to remove. Wait, I know a way. Wait, I know a way. Wait, I know a way. Other than a lip clip. Flip a clip. Plus. No, bro, why? Nah, bro, why does he keep trying to do that autocorrect thing on me, bro? I can record. I can record. I can record the TV in my other. I can record the TV in my other room. Or this room. Not this room, actually. But okay. So yeah. You work on the thing. I'll make the episode. And I'll not voice act the girls yet. Or not even put them in the episode. Well, Pencil, I think I should voice act her. It's not a he. I heard other people voice act. I heard other people just voice acting every single character, even girls. But I decided I want to do that. But no way, my object will not be accurate. My object will not be. Yeah. Okay, you guys someone makes the video. You make the video and I record the video on my TV. How do you already have 60 subs? One day you had 50, now you have 60 one day later? What? You had 50 subscribers in the same day. And now you have 60 subscribers in the same day. How is that even possible? Well, I gained 20 subscribers in like one day. It was like so weird. I was like, dude, how is my channel growing so fast?
Yeah, you can do that if you want to sit here, if you want to talk. You can go in the other room. Yeah. I'm about to go sit turn on the TV.
Voice act. Okay, I do that. Not. I don't know why, but I do it. Yeah. I think I already name revealed myself, but later I think I deleted the video. Cause dude, it was getting on my nerves. It didn't even have no sound. I was really trying to. Okay. I'm animating this in the same room I animated episode 1. So this is gonna be fun. I got my 10% iPad out right, 16% iPad right here. That is charging still. I'm aiming for 1,000 subscribers. I'm aiming 1,000 subscribers. To name reveal. I hope I don't name reveal right now because I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. Well, I'm about to reach 400 subscribers. Guys, keep subscribing to my channel. It's really helping me. About to get to 400 subscribers. I'm aiming for 1,000 in this video. Mine is 48 plus. Because I only have 300 plus. Oh, I don't want it to turn the 20th of. If I do not think of school, I feel good. But if I think of school, I do not feel good. So I should not think of school, for I could not feel bad. I think about a month. I'm doing a Q and a Q and A. Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? Will you have a new ramp video? But you don't have a new video. Oh, you do. Voting and then too then. That house looks luxurious. That house looks beautiful. 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 T1, what is that? No, dude, why did you vote? No, we didn't beat Anita. Tim Cheese. Yep, Tim Cheese is eliminated from the show. Because I wanted to. I didn't steal your name. Yes, you did. Fries is right, Greg. That isn't true. From the show. Because I wanted to. What is your show? I didn't steal your name. Yes, you did. Fries is right, Greg. What is this? What is even happening right here? And if you can say, I'm making the episode right now, but only if you make voice lines I need. But first, I don't have voice lines. So here are your voice lines. I'm gonna write them down in my comment. One. Wait. I'm a lemon. Eliminated. Who do you think will get out first? Second. This is a big warning. This is a big warning. Big warning. Oh my god, dude. What the frick is wrong with this autocorrect? Why can't it just leave me alone? This is a big spoiler alert. But Pencil is the first. It's the first. Is the first. Pencil is the first. I'm not gonna spoil it to you. I was just joking, but you might find out because Pencil was up for elimination last episode. But okay, let's just make the episode anyways. Voice line. When my mama. Yes, that's it. Yay. You guys should stop voting B. No,
it's elimination time. For the first voting of the season, we got 11 votes. If you're safe, you get cake. You're the first one safe.
Don't
safe?
vote.
You are, with 3 votes. Bottom 3. But you're safe with 2 votes. You both tied, so I'm just gonna spin a wheel.
No, bro. I am the coolest one in
I
this.
guess that means that you're safe.
Just kidding. I might not be the coolest one in this.
That means that you're up for elimination.
You put like the exact same frames I did for episode 1 of Object Cool. So yeah. Dude, this one is so fast though. A. C is the A is 2. Cool. Be out. Sick. I'm too cool to be out of the game. I'm just way too cool. I'm just way too cool. So yeah. You guys vote me. Vote me. I'm gonna send you the link of the video. Share. You guys vote A. Put square brackets in vote.
You guys vote me.
Vote me. Vote me. Put
You guys
in
vote
the comments.
square brackets in the vote.
I actually messed up the link. Now that's
It's elimination time.
yeah. This is where the link
We
sends
got
you.
11 votes. If you're safe, you get cake. You're the first one safe. Am I safe? You are. 3 votes. Bottom 3. But you're safe with 2 votes.
So I need.
this is where the link sends you. If you're safe, you get cake.
I don't want to be eliminated from the so you guys
It's
vote.
elimination time. For the first voting of
I
the
even
season,
put my
you got
alt.
11 votes. If you're safe, you get cake. You're the first one safe.
Oh, I'm not showing you my alt because it shows my
Oh, I
email. So I'm not doing that. I don't want to be eliminated from the so
It's elimination time.
Wait, who's your recommended character again? I forgot. Oh, I'm making up Russ. I'm making your show me a photo. So me a photo. I'm making up Russ. I'm making or tell me what it or tell me what it looks like. Is it? Oh. Can I recommend? Yes. Is it? Guys, thank you. I'm about to reach is 5 is 8 is oh my god, dude, screw this autocorrect, dude, screw it. This is, oh my god, is a live about, oh my god, dude, making episodes 2. Oh my episodes 2. This is all. Episodes 2. So sad. 2. So sad. Check my post. Bet. Wasn't I just on your channel? I think that's your latest post. Recommended characters are closed once episode 3 comes out. Yeah, there is gonna be an episode 3, so yeah, it's a second person. Recommended character, one episode are closed once episode 3 comes out. Yeah, you guys might be fast of the recommended characters.
2 lines. I'm even resetted the stream time pass episode. I might ended my live stream. Let's see. At least it's still live though. I refreshed the page. I said it YouTube. Good. At least it's still live though. I refreshed the page. I said it YouTube. Oh. I don't think record 2, I guess. Then. So we're adding 2 more contestants. No, they're probably gonna watch like the Kick at Stake. I shouldn't have did that. So let's wait to escape. I don't think. Okay, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting any longer. There's already 9 contestants. Pencil is the first one out. But yeah, I just leaked them in. Sorry. And I'm making screw this stuff though. Now. Hershey. Oh. I think I spelled Hershey's wrong this entire time. Don't judge that I spelled Hershey's wrong. It's not my fault I didn't know. Because I didn't look at his asset, though. And about... Well, I looked at Drinky's asset. And then it expires in, like, 2029. So, Drinky's probably going to be expired once 2029 hits. So, yeah. In 2029... Drinky, say your last months. You better hang out with your family in your last months. I'm making a recommended. Rec or not. These are not real contestants. Don't believe these are real contestants. Not competing. Not competing. So, not competing. So, you guys can make them compete in the show only if you want them to. But if you do not, they're just gonna. No, I'm gonna put them up for a debut. Only one of them can debut. Debuting. So now, debuting. Once episode 2A once this episode comes out, you could just see. You could just vote whatever contestant you really want to get in the most. So, yeah. That doesn't mean the live stream is ending though. Brush. I'm too lazy to draw a brush, so I'm just gonna do the emoji. So yeah, too bad. Too sad, everyone. I just used the emoji right now. Okay, that emoji looks horrible. And my drawing looks horrible, so that's why I can't even draw it. Well, this is like a
copy of Battle of the Emoji, so I used to draw my own brush. Wait. I don't even care how bad it looks. Even my draw. Oh my god, dude. This is horrible. My god. I'm sorry, guys. My drawing looks horrible. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draw the entire emoji. See. Brush up. Up brush is gonna be like this. It's gonna look like the exact emoji, so sorry. I feel like and I make it now. I'm doing what pencil? And I'm adding all of their assets, because what if one of them is in the game and I can't find their asset? That's probably done for me. New asset coming right up. Who else? Who else wants a recommended characters anyway? Chocolate bar is a boy. You're wrong. Yes, you can voice act. Oh, I'm trying to refresh the page.
It's elimination time. For the first voting of the season, we got 11 votes. If you're safe, you get cake. You're the first one safe. Am I safe? You are, with 3 votes. Bottom 3. But you're safe with 2 votes. You both tied, so I'm just gonna spin a wheel.
I thought Domir Hobbs would be the first one eliminated.
I guess that means that you're safe. So, how am I gonna be eliminated?
How do you even...
The next challenge is to make a team name. The last team
How do people
will be up to eliminate.
How do people still have audio files? It's crazy though. Because people still have audio files. That's weird. It's like they got Flipperclip Plus. But they have the Flipperclip sign on it. They really have the watermark. Fries, if you somehow you're doing this, how are you doing it? How are you doing it? Wait. I think I got a good idea. I think so. But I hope it will work. Won't work. I meant to will work. But stealing a name, I don't think that's really that good. Yeah, mine stops at 30 years too, bro. But stealing their name, I don't think that's really that good.
It's elimination time. For the first voting of the season, we got 11 votes. If you're safe, you get cake. You're the first one saved. Am I safe? You are, with 3 votes.
Bro's dying in 29 years.
You both died, so I'm just gonna spin a wheel. I guess that means that you're safe. So, how am I gonna be eliminated? The next challenge is to make a team name. The last team that has a name will be up for elimination. How many team names, team? Yeah, you sure? Are you okay? Let's be team. No. Let's be team BFDI. Let's be team winners. Let's be team fries. Let's be team. Oh, what? That means that you're up for elimination.
Annoying screaming throughout the episode and Florence being reckless with the points.
Yo, what's up, guys? Another rant video. Today we'll be talking about the dramas between Science and Greg, Scandalizer, and... Hello, guys. Welcome to another Dash video. Today we'll be talking to a rant.
No, 3 months ago, my first Object Show came out.
Objects. Colors. Oh, let's see.
No, 3 months ago, my first Object Show came out. Happy 3-month anniversary, okay.
Hi, I want to poop. Bro, what? Okay, I win. Scribbly is okay with 1 vote, but the others, they're up for elimination because they didn't get voted on. So, you, oh, I'm 3. I mean 4. This episode is going to be because I'm too lazy. And people that fall, or the 2 people that have been left behind or up for elimination, or they fall. And the 3 people that go there first are not up for elimination, they're safe. That's easy. Yeah. Now when you get evil, go. I told you it was easy. Okay. 2 spots left. Since 2 people died. Yay!
Rock your body. Your body. Come on. Rock body. Rock your body. Rock body. Come on. Come on. Robo. Come on. Come on.
Yep, and we're making the episode this time. Yep, and we're making the episode this time.
A tsunami hitting major cities on or near the Mediterranean Sea and in the northeastern part of the Atlantic Ocean is not a matter of if, but when. It is scary and surreal to think that places like Cannes or Barcelona could suddenly get slammed by a huge wave. But the fact is, European coastlines are in active tectonic areas. Only about 10% of all tsunamis worldwide happen in the Mediterranean. And there have been at least 290 tsunamis in this area since 1600, before Common Era. Despite the relatively low number, this phenomenon has caused numerous devastating disasters throughout Europe's history. Back in 1755, an estimated 8.5 magnitude earthquake with an epicenter southwest of Cape St. Vincent triggered a tsunami that destroyed most of Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. About 40 minutes after the earthquake, this massive wave just slammed into the harbor in downtown, racing up the Tagus River. The phenomenon was so fast that several people on horseback had to gallop to higher ground to avoid getting carried away. And this was just the beginning of a nightmare, with 2 more terrifying waves hitting Lisbon right after. A disaster like this is similar to what we see in the Pacific Ocean several times a century, but in the Atlantic, it's very rare. This type of major tsunami is expected to happen every 3 to 5 centuries, but now it could happen tomorrow. Marseille in France, Chillon in Spain, and other cities are on the list of important locations that could be flooded soon, with a roughly 100% chance of being hit by a tsunami in the next 30 years. Statistics show that the wave will probably be more than 3 feet high. I know, it doesn't sound like much, especially since when we think about tsunamis, we imagine terrifyingly tall waves, like the one that hit Lituya Bay in Alaska. In that case, the wave was over 1,700 feet tall. But we must remember that even waves only 19 inches high can be dangerous to swimmers, because it's not the height of the tsunami that matters, but also the flow and movement of the water. Not to mention the flooding, which can damage beaches, harbors, and streets. If the coastline has a small harbor and the waterfront is exceptionally low, like Cannes, this natural disaster might be much more dangerous. Tsunamis around 6 feet high can lift cars off the ground, while smaller waves can create walls of water traveling at 40 miles per hour. Plus, there are these smaller events that might not wreck everything, but still can cost a ton of money. For example, large sandbars that move around on the ocean floor, like sand dunes shifting in deserts. They can mess up pipelines or deep-sea cables for internet and communications, and that ends up costing businesses and governments millions of dollars. That's why organizations like UNESCO are worried about the possibility of a dangerous tsunami hitting Europe soon. So they're doing everything they can to prevent apocalyptic scenarios, like what happened in 2004 when an earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, caused waves over 100 feet high in coastal communities, resulting in over 200,000 lives lost. And let's not forget about 2011, when an earthquake off the coast of Tohoku, Japan, triggered a tsunami that reached about 6 miles inland and caused a major nuclear accident at a power station along the coast. Over 16,000 people lost their lives in that tragedy, and the event resulted in billions of dollars in infrastructure damage. These disasters were huge wake-up calls, and we've come a long way since 2004. We're much safer today, largely because the tsunami warning system is highly effective at quickly detecting this dangerous situation. Unlike many other natural phenomena, a tsunami can be anticipated. We may only have a few minutes to act, but if we all know what to do, many lives can be saved. And in most parts of the world, sirens are commonly used to alert people to tsunamis. To sound the siren as early as possible, initial tsunami alerts usually rely only on seismic data. First, specialists receive information about an earthquake. Seismic waves travel about 100 times faster than tsunamis, so they have enough time to analyze the data and see if the earthquake might have generated a tsunami and whether they should issue an initial tsunami alert. At U.S. warning centers, for example, scientists typically issue initial alerts within 5 minutes of an earthquake. If a tsunami is suspected, these alerts may also include information about wave arrival times, recommended actions, and potential impacts. But sounding the alarm is not enough. To save lives, coastal communities also need to be trained to respond fast and in the best way possible. That's why UNESCO produced this program called Tsunami Ready, aiming to train people living in coastal areas at risk on how to act in case of a tsunami event by the year 2030. The idea is to help communities stay safe by teaching them how to protect their livelihoods and safeguard their homes. Being recognized as tsunami ready by UNESCO doesn't mean a community is tsunami proof, of course. It's more like a recognition that they have adopted all possible measures to mitigate tsunami risks. So authorities are helping communities to prepare themselves by installing evacuation signs, establishing security procedures, and creating plans to warn tourists. Like Spain, which distributed tsunami warning signs along the entire coastline, as well as signs showing evacuation routes to higher ground. And Spain better be prepared. I mean, only 7 tsunamis have hit the country since the year 365, so it's difficult to predict the effects of such an event. But they could be devastating, considering that Spanish coastal areas are so economically important. There's also a danger zone in the Averroes Fault beneath
We take pride in providing excellent service in
beneath the Barents Sea. If an earthquake happens at this point, people will have only 21 minutes to escape a tsunami. UNESCO has also established 12 tsunami warning centers, which cover Europe as well. This initiative involves 5 centers located in the Mediterranean and Northeast Atlantic regions. These centers can save thousands of lives because they monitor ocean disturbances 24/7. Then, after analyzing the threat, they send out messages based on the event's potential to cause a tsunami. The intensity scale ranges from no effect to completely devastating. And by that, they understand that nearly all brick buildings could be demolished by waves, and even the most reinforced concrete structures could suffer heavy damage. Now, so far, we've mostly talked about tsunamis caused by earthquakes along converging tectonic plate boundaries. In fact, earthquakes have accounted for over 80% of tsunamis since 1900. But tsunamis can also result from landslides, volcanic eruptions, and even meteorite impacts. Experts are also worried that with the current changes in climate, we might see more of meteotsunamis popping up in the Mediterranean. These ones are triggered by freaky weather conditions and can mess with any coastline that's got a shallow seafloor. They might not be as huge or famous as the earthquakes ones, but they can still cause significant property damage and put people in danger. For instance, in 2006, a meteotsunami struck the harbor of Ciutadella on the Spanish island of Menorca. Yachts were tossed into each other and later stranded on the harbor floor as the water receded, resulting in tens of millions of euros in damage. Unfortunately, meteotsunamis in the Mediterranean tend to be stronger during summer, so if you're planning to spend your vacation in Europe, stay alert for any signs of dangerous waves. If you suddenly encounter a tsunami moving in your direction, remember this is the time to react. Move to higher ground as far inland as possible. Pay special attention to any emergency alerts and information, and follow the guidance of local authorities. Most importantly, do not wait around taking photos. Leave the area as soon as you notice any signs of this danger event, or if you hear an official tsunami warning. Hey, stay safe. July 17th, 1998. It started like a usual quiet evening in the villages along the north coast of Papua New Guinea. Then, at 5:49 p.m., the ground shook violently. Suddenly, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck. It sent shockwaves through the region. Walls cracked, homes trembled, and the earth beneath the villagers' feet shifted and twisted. It lasted for 19 seconds, with a depth of 19 miles, and seemed like a typical earthquake. And while it caused some damage, this wasn't the kind of destruction that screamed doom. So, people were tricked. They thought it was over. They didn't know that the worst was still coming. Then some villagers noticed mysterious lights. It began with a flash of red light along the horizon, a streak that looked like fire. It appeared shortly after the initial earthquake, stretching across the northern sky above the ocean. It flared brilliantly, then vanished in an instant. What could it have been? People started speculating whether it's a warning about something or just sunlight reflecting strangely. But just as it disappeared, it was followed by a loud booming sound from the sea. No one knew what that meant, and some villagers went to the beach, curious to scan the views. What they noticed there chilled them to their core. The ocean looked wrong. The water wasn't calm. It churned, bubbled, and boiled in an eerie, unnatural way. That's when they saw it. A massive wave building in the distance, rushing toward them with terrifying speed. Panic spread like wildfire. People climbed trees, pushed boats into the lagoon, hoping to escape the approaching instant. The debris was scattered around. Trees were uprooted. Buildings were displaced up to 160 to 200 feet inland. Even decades later, some of these affected villages can't be accessed by roads. At the same time, another strange phenomenon emerged. Many people described a red glow at the crest of the tsunami, as though the wave carried fire in its peak. They described an eerie glow as the wave approached the shoreline, a deep and unearthly hue, visible even from far-off places like Etape. And this was only the beginning. 2 more waves followed in quick succession. The second one was the most horrifying, from 33 to almost 50 feet high. By the time the ocean finally receded, the coastline was unrecognizable. After the waves had ravaged everything, leaving villages in ruins, the sky put on one final display. Survivors described a yellow or yellow-red glow illuminating the sky over the ocean. One man who survived by climbing up a tree saw the glow lingering over the horizon, stretching toward the direction of Arap and Etape. At Malol, the Sisters of the Mission looked out to the sea and were stunned by the surreal calm of the golden water. It was still as glass and lit by this unearthly glow. The glow was so vivid, it lit up the entire devastated landscape. Luckily, this allowed survivors to begin searching for their missing loved ones. A lot of people believe these lights were supernatural, an omen of sorts. This event ended up being catastrophic, sudden, and unpredictable. The Royal Australian Air Force responded immediately, sending in planes with relief supplies. People started an investigation. What exactly caused this disaster? Turns out, this tsunami wasn't like most others. Tsunami waves are very different from regular ones. We usually imagine huge breaking waves next to the beach. But they might first look like the water is rushing away from the shore. Stay vigilant because this is a warning sign. The water will come back very quickly and rise like a massive tide, often with devastating force. Rarely they come alone. They often arrive in a series, destroying everything along the coastline. They happen when a large amount of water in the ocean or big lake gets suddenly pushed out of place. The main causes are usually earthquakes, which happen when the Earth's tectonic plates shift suddenly under the ocean. They start lifting or lowering the seafloor, and this pushes the water above it, causing huge waves. This tsunami in Papua New Guinea was completely different, though. At first, scientists thought that it was caused by the Australian and Pacific tectonic plates slipping against each other. But it turned out that the earthquake itself wasn't the problem. It really was pretty small. However, it had triggered a massive underwater landslide. When the seabed shifted, it pushed away an insane volume of water. The waves reached almost 50 feet high, like a 4-story building. That's how we realized that even small earthquakes can actually cause massive tsunamis via underwater landslides. What's even worse is that tsunamis like this can happen with little or no warning, simply because the earthquake alarms don't go off. But what about that bubbling and boiling of water that people saw? Turns out, this was the release of underwater gases. Beneath the ocean floor, there are pockets of gas trapped in the sediments. For example, methane, which is often found in oil and gas fields, or hydrogen sulfide, a gas that smells like rotten eggs. During the earthquake, the seabed probably cracked or shifted, releasing these gases into the water. This caused bubbling or boiling. The water might have heated in some areas. People mentioned that the waves felt hot and even stung their skin. The chemicals in it most likely made things even worse, irritating their skin. These gas eruptions might also have played a role in making the tsunami stronger. Maybe they were the ones that loosened the sediments that caused the underwater landslide, or pushed the water up when the gas escaped. It's like shaking up a bottle of soda. If the pressure releases suddenly, it causes a huge reaction. But what about the strange lights? Well, that's more complicated. There's a phenomenon called earthquake lights. They happen all around the world, flashes, glows, or aurora-like effects. Although they're usually white, bluish, or even multicolored, sometimes these lights last seconds, sometimes up to tens of minutes at any point in an earthquake. If we go by their description, then the first red flash could have happened because of electricity. Earth's crust is full of quartz and similar stuff that can release electricity under pressure. When the earthquake shook the ground, all that electricity traveled up into the air. Gases from before could have helped here. They could ignite or interact with charged particles in the air, making the lights even brighter. As the wave continued to turn up sand, rocks, and debris, the intense pressure and movement could have released more sparks. This could cause the fire-like lights at the wave's crest that people noticed. Finally, the yellow light could have been all these electricized gases rising into the atmosphere. Methane and other gases interacted with Earth's magnetic field and created something like aurora borealis. But these are all speculations. The most heartbreaking part of the story is that tragedy in Papua New Guinea was preventable. Scientists knew the tsunami was coming, though it arrived earlier than they expected. The first wave struck between 10 and 25 minutes after the earthquake, about 5 minutes earlier than models showed. That means that it started somewhere close to the shore. The reason no one evacuated in time was simple. Local people didn't have a tsunami warning system or even enough knowledge about tsunamis to understand that an earthquake might lead to one, or why the water was acting weird. Things like that haven't happened in Papua New Guinea in over 60 years. But this was a wake-up call. From this immense tragedy came lessons and resilience. A year after the disaster, all the surviving locals watched a documentary that explained what had happened and taught them what to do if it ever happened again. This effort saved lives because the story did. From this immense tragedy came lessons and resilience. A year after the disaster, all the surviving locals watched a documentary that explained what had happened and taught them what to do if it ever happened again.
I'm making the episode for real. Oh. Pencil is eliminated with all of the votes. No! No! Wait, what? Wait, no. But what? Yep, pencils. This is what happens when you're eliminated, and this object's one's made. Yep, and this is some more fan art. Can someone make fan art of this? Can someone make fan art of this episode? No, we need fan art. Because whoever gets the best rated can get to recommend the character got in, so. Sorry. For begging. I'm not begging. 35 years to go until you... What? 45 what? It seems like season.
He was out at her dad's property where she was living, and they were very attracted to each other. And Matt had a reputation. He was somebody who's known to go from woman to woman. He'd been engaged multiple times. He liked women. And so, I mean, from that point on, it was like kind of like game on. After interviewing Lori, looking at phone records, we believe that the night that he crashed his car, he was going to see Lori. Alex knew about Lori, And Donna and Alex were also very close. So it's plausible that Donna knew about Lori before Matthew's death.
I didn't find out until 4 or 5 months later.
I have a hard time believing that.
I was devastated because I had sat here and watched my child be hurt, and it's all over again. It's like another knife in the heart. And all I had was protection mode for my child.
Donna called Lori multiple times, threatening her, wanting Lori to apologize for her conduct with Matt. She wanted Lori to apologize to Alex.
I was mad. I was livid. At the same time, there's no telling. I don't remember, but I can promise you I was not being nice and docile. Listen, when you're in mama bear mode, you don't care if it's a rabbit crossing the street. You're mad. That rabbit better tell you why he's crossing that street. And I was in mama bear mode. I just wanted her to explain to me, was it sexual? Was it just dirty talk? And pretty much, she's just like, we shouldn't have been texting. He's engaged. I am so sorry. That's why I think it was just innocent BS.
The significance is if he'd broken up with Alex, that means that his estate is not going to go to Alex upon death. Alex was Donna's princess, and she would do anything to make sure that she was taken care of. And in Donna's mind, money was the answer. And that's why Donna was so ready to pounce on creating this will after he died.
Yeah, I heard that they had broken up and he had a new girlfriend. I heard that.
Okay, well, see, that may have acted.
I have no idea if it's true.
It's not true. It's not true. The FBI's narrative was that this was all vengeful. We wasn't going to let him get by with dumping our baby. And we were going to get his money. None of that's true.
Bro,
Donna had told me that the day that my dad passed away, that Alex had.
what is wrong with
wedding
this
dress.
little kebab, dude?
But when I started hearing that he was on his way to see another woman, I didn't realize that she was trying to plant that seed that they were still together. She wanted to seem like the widow of a multimillionaire.
She is very good at manipulating people and like implanting beliefs into their head.
It's almost like if Alex and my dad were babies and she's sitting there spoon feeding them. It's just the creator of the madness.
There was a really good amount of evidence that had been obtained by grand jury subpoena and by interviews and forensic review of devices. And what came back was that we had a very good timeline of the creation of the FormSwift will that had occurred many days after Matthew Jacob had died. There's one person with all the information, and everyone else she is using to play a role in a criminal conspiracy. She put Diane Kinley in harm's way with the little stuff after the bill. We also know that
I won't.
Combination to the safe.
You want money?
What, Mom? Water.
You want what?
I want juice.
You want what?
My Sprite.
Did I give you ginger ale? Did I give you soda?
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know where it's at.
You gotta go find it. There's vital water downstairs. You want vital water? It's right at the bottom of the steps.
What is vitamin water?
She manipulated 8, 9, 10 people to get $1 million. You do whatever you got to. I mean, I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried at all.
Donna had a very good attorney.
It's time for the elimination.
They were doing everything they could to stay out of prison. I told myself whatever happened.
It's time for the elimination. Recommended characters are closed once episode 3 comes out. Pencil is eliminated. With all of the votes. It's time for the elimination.
Can the police? If you ain't here, that yourself. Can the police?
Got a woman.
She got a gunshot wound.
You know that one piece in your home that everyone asks about? The conversation starter, the statement piece, the heirloom you're making. Designed for every home and every style, each piece created here to bring beauty and joy to your everyday. From statement tea kettles to unforgettable serveware, this is the art of living well. Welcome to Mackenzie Childs. Welcome home.
Expression. Man. Okay, when you come back over here, I can't really talk about it. So Peter did a little bit cry. Okay.
While the cases were still going on, before they were resolved, we heard that Matt's girlfriend, Lori Skeens, was found with a gunshot wound to the chest, and she was dead.
Matt's deceased at this point. Jimmy's deceased at this point. And now Lori Skeens. Could you imagine what's going through our heads at this point?
I do remember thinking, okay, should I be scared for my life?
A lot of people in this town were very sad about that, and
Yeah, she looked like sunshine, really. Lori was,
she was a doll.
she was,
She had dimples.
yeah, such a joy to be around.
Smiled a lot, loved to laugh.
Yeah.
Very sad.
The story I was given was that she was laying in bed and that she supposedly had committed suicide.
Her death certificate's pretty interesting. Self-inflicted wound, suicide. Signed by Sylvester Smith, coroner. The same coroner that signed Matthew's death certificate.
Not only did I investigate, but you gotta realize the police were there too because it was involving a gunshot. Most of the time, we all kind of in agreement because we know then that body would have went to the medical exam. So.
Anything could have happened to her, but part of me believes that somebody in this situation had a hold over her because she died before any court dates had happened to appear as a witness. Timing is a little strange.
People can take it and twist it all they want to. She was never their witness because there was nothing to tell.
The death of Lori Skeens piqued my interest because obviously she was a witness in this investigation. And I've gone ahead, called Lori and threatened Lori. So I did reach out to local law enforcement because it was their jurisdiction. From the police report, I learned that law enforcement arrived and they found her barely breathing.
She got a gunshot wound. I could tell from holding her back.
They were definitely in shock. I mean, I think sometimes when we discuss this even now, I don't understand how she could do this.
Right.
And what got so bad that she had to do that? Was it because of Matt's situation? Was it because of threats that might have been, like, what was she going through that had to bring her to a need to commit suicide, if that was the case?
A year probably, or more.
It's time for the elimination.
Her relationship was short-lived. Okay, we weren't BFFs. Dude, gone. There was no...
Their investigation revealed that Lori suffered from depression and that she did have a history of suicide.
She had discovered that she had lung cancer. I guess she didn't want to die that way, suffering.
body count, while on the surface it seems really suspicious, I think that Lori probably did in fact kill her.
About a month before the trial, Donna pled guilty. She took the easy way out. She was a coward about it.
Well, I took complete responsibility for everything. And I will tell you right now, you can put me under oath, I'll swear on the Bible. My daughter had nothing to do with anything. She knew nothing. You know how protective I am. I would not have left her if I'd have thought anything bad was going to happen. Anything that put us in any danger, I wouldn't have asked her to do nothing. But she blamed me. But yeah, she blames me. It is my fault. It is my fault. It's totally my fault. It's all my fault. I mean, it is.
Alex at any time could have spoken and said, no, we're not doing this. But she didn't.
We were a little disappointed. I was always wanting a jury trial. If it got more time, more punishment for it.
I was just looking forward to the day of the sentencing. And hearing a judge sentence her ass to prison. After Donna pled guilty, you know, around town the word was that there's more to it. You know, she's pleading guilty to it to cover her ass for the stuff that she doesn't want dug up and more charges added on.
The wire fraud case, it was proven, but what happened the night Matthew died? After learning about the timeline, Donna's potential motive, and just the suspiciousness of him crashing his car that night on the highway that he was so familiar with, likely going to see another woman. Not flying down there, he fell asleep at the wheel. And Donna had told me in an interview, and other people had also corroborated it, that she frequently brought him dinner. She brought him dinner almost every night. And so one of the theories that I had was, had she poisoned him?
She did have, you know, access to stuff like that from having a husband that runs pest control.
We poisoned him. We give him an overdose. That's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous about doing something to his food.
I was hoping to find any evidence that maybe could answer the questions of why he maybe lost consciousness that night. Unfortunately, there was not an autopsy done of his body that night. And so we needed to exhume his body.
Can you get more ginger ale?
The
Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Oh my gosh, my nose are getting so big. How do you manage to like that? Don't worry, I'm making more for this.
The lowest prices of any national
keep on digging him up, you're not gonna find nothing different.
I spoke with the district attorney and the judge and the coroner, and it really takes all three parties, including the family, to support the exhumation of Matthew.
Way to jump through hoops.
For an autopsy that should have been done in the first place.
It's a little bit of a gamble anytime we exhume a body that's been in the ground over a year.
I talked to the prosecutor. And he just basically told me it's a criminal investigation. We think it's probably best that we, exhume his body.
That is a joke.
There was not a set date for the exhumation yet. I was still working with the lead pathologist. He was out of town. One day, I got a call from the special agent with the state police that I was working with. And she's like, Tanya, they're exhuming the body right now.
I got a phone call from Tanya, and she was telling me that I needed to get down to the cemetery immediately.
Jordan had called me and said, hey, they're exhuming.
Who was exhuming the body? She's like, the coroner is.
We started, the process of exhuming the body after we got all the paperwork and all that.
She was telling me that
I just thought so when we were out there, getting out of it. If you don't, somebody live with it, get away with murder.
the first thing I do is I go down to the
They left it up to me.
Looking back at the best procedure was
We did it as best we could.
They dropped him 3 times before they finally got him out of the curve.
Sorry you had to go through this and witness this, but you wanted to determine if your brother was murdered or not. And this is the process we had to go to determine that.
It's not something that I wanted to do. I think it's something that I owe my brother to get closure.
It made it feel more real. I'll say that. What happened, and like this like might hurt. Finding out what I want to know.
Did he pass out because of prescription pills? Was he on some form of narcotic?
He might have been drugged, slipped some pesticides or something. That's the only thing I can think of.
What?
I know if he was on his way to see a woman, the last thing that was on his mind was sleep. Hopefully I'll be able to from that. Because I would like to know.
The panel tested for a moving number of things, like drugs and narcotics. It was a pretty extensive panel. Matt's body was finally examined. The medical examiner said it was well preserved. But the panel
And that's the end of the live stream. Part 2. Bye. Why does Flipper Clip just freeze all the time?
It's time for the elimination. Recommended characters are closed once episode 3 comes out. Pencil is eliminated with all of the votes. But what? It's time for the elimination.
Wait, just kidding. I was joking. That's not the end of the live stream. This is not the end yet. This is not the end yet. They're gonna be up for elimination once. So and recommended are I'm still recording it though. I'm happy my account is not banned. my Pac-Man game I played. Pack and Pray. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to play, guys. If you want to play with me, type in my account. ZZZ08262017. Do not. Okay, I'm playing now. How does he still kill you, bro? Again. Nah, bro. He's a bot or something. Zero. Oh.
Did you know that Pencil is technically the first BFDI character to ever win a season? She won Season 0 BFDI, aka Total Fiery Island, a comic made in 2008 that even predates BFDI. This also means Pencil was both the winner and the first eliminated in the BFDI season. And before BFDI was even created, she used to look different. For some reason, she was completely upside down and had no arms. In addition, she was the first contestant to ever host her own season, that being Total Fiery Switch, Season 2 of Total Fiery Island. And Pencil also has some unique abilities, such as being able to draw any tool or item in Yellowface's ad dimension, as well as being able to keep your eyes open for over a day without blinking. Anyway, subscribe